Grand Island. SauterHeyman.com.
Our Remington Homes is really taken off in the last 5 years.
Bob Benish of Aspen Builders talking about their exciting division, Remington Homes, which makes the home building process easier and more affordable.
The exciting thing about a Remington home is you get to choose your floor plan from predetermined floor plans. You can select your options. We give you a lot of choices. By selecting certain floor plans, they're just easier to build. And you couple that with our great lot selection in all different areas. People do not want to be married to their house payment. They want to get a nice house with nice finishes in a great area for an affordable price. And that's what Remington Homes are all about.
Home building is easier with a Remington home from Aspen Builders at 423-6811. Online at remingtonlincoln.com. remingtonlincoln.com.
Gaina Trucking is hiring CDL Class A and B drivers. Gaina Trucking guarantees a 40-hour work week year-round, and their strong team culture makes it not a job, but a career. Gaina Trucking offers health, vision, and dental insurance, 401k with company match, an employee assistance program, and other bonus programs. Build a better career today with great team culture at Gaina Trucking. Learn more and apply today at GainaTrucking.com.
Junior Achievement of Lincoln inspires and prepares young people for success. Learn more about the people involved in the organization and the success stories over the years each Thursday from 7 to 8 p.m. for the Junior Achievement Hour on 93.7 The Ticket and theticketfm.com.
Arnold's Tavern in Havelock is the place to be this summer and the best place in town for shuffleboard. Come on Wednesdays and learn from some of the best players in town for the Shuffleboard Corner. Come on Sundays for Open House League all day starting at 11 a.m. and enjoy $3 tall boys and $3 wells. Shake off the start to the work week with karaoke on Monday nights. And don't forget, happy hour is every day from 3 to 6 p.m. and you are always welcome to bring in your own food. Arnold's Tavern in the heart of Havelock.
You deserve the best. With a Liberty First MasterCard, you can pay down your high-rate debt and could save hundreds when you transfer the balance. The Liberty Union MasterCard has no balance transfer fees, no cash advance fees, and no annual fee. And with a fixed rate as low as 9.99% APR, and you choose rewards, you'll be able to manage your card your way. FirstCU.com. Rates and terms are based on your credit and subject to change. Federally insured by NCUA. Liberty First Credit Union. Banking with purpose.
The Butchery by Venue is Lincoln's premier specialty grocers. Take the quality of Venue home with you with our hand-cut steaks, handcrafted burgers, and locally sourced offerings. Browse our wide selection of specialty products designed to enhance your dining experiences with cheeses, spices, sauces, and more. We also have an exclusive collection of liquors, whiskeys, and at prices. Stop to the Butchery by Venue, located in our Venue at Home storefront at 70th and Pioneers, just 2 doors down, Venue Restaurant and Lounge.
93.7 The Ticket, Fox, KFXL weather, sponsored by John Henry's Plumbing, Heating, and Air Conditioning.
Your Lincoln forecast for today, we'll see a slight chance of storms this morning, otherwise mainly sunny skies for today. We'll see a high around 85. Tonight, we'll see an overnight chance of showers and storms with a low of around 65. And tomorrow, we'll see a continued chance of low showers and storms with a high around 84. Meteorologist 83.7 The Ticket and the FM.
This Adam Carriker.
Right of the quarterback out of the shotgun, 1st and 20. Jailbreak screen in the air. It is tipped. It is intercepted by Carriker at the Missouri 21-yard line.
Live from the heart of Lincoln, America, AFL and All-American defensive lineman Adam Carriker.
He's got the left arm going, and now he's got a whole lot of Adam Carriker who rips him down inside the 25-yard line.
On 93.7 The Ticket and theticketfm.com. Here's your host, Adam Carriker.
Welcome in, Adam Carriker on The Ticket. I apologize for anybody expecting Mr. Carriker. He is out of the office today. So no Adam Carriker today. It'll be Nick and myself taking you on a ride through the Adam Carriker on The Ticket, not the Adam Carriker Show, Adam Carriker on The Ticket. That is proudly sponsored by GE Landscapes. You've driven by GE Landscapes by countless of times, likely without even knowing. at 6701 Cornhusker Highway. Now it's time to stop in. GE Landscape Supply sells to homeowners and contractors with a vast selection of landscaping and construction materials. They sell in bulk to save you money. Buy anything from a 5-gallon bucket to a semi-load. And don't forget, they deliver anywhere, nearby and far away. Stop by 6701 Cornhusker Highway, Monday through Friday, 6 to 7, or 7 a.m. to 6 p.m., and 7 a.m. to 4 p.m. on Saturdays. Go to gelandscapesupply.com for more info or call 402-467-1627.
Wow. Hello, Rico.
Hello, Nick. How are you today?
I'm doing well. I don't have much of a voice for some reason.
Well, maybe because you were hanging out in central Nebraska with all your pals.
Not all my pals.
In Kearney and Gothenburg.
Some of my pals were here in Lincoln, including you.
All of your pals. Your new pals.
You're one of my pals. Jay Foreman, if you're listening, you're one of my pals.
Well, it's friendship probation.
I am on friendship probation. I got a text not even 5 minutes after I left the golf course yesterday that I was on probation. So
that sucks.
It is what it is. It's going well though, Rico. What did you do this weekend? Anything exciting?
This weekend I went to the Salt Dogs game. They took on the Milwaukee Milkmen, and there was a little volleyball promotion with Emeritus there, and we had a couple of volleyball players there signing volleyballs, and they threw out the first pitch.
How'd they do?
I didn't see it. I was at our table, our booth, and I was helping get a lot of people downloading the app, scanning our stickers and downloading the app. We ran out of t-shirts, but I believe we're getting more, so that'll be great.
They'll get us more in a heartbeat.
People were coming by quickly, grabbing things from the table. So
good.
Our name is out there. We have koozies now.
I know. I took one.
We have koozies.
I have to admit, I took one.
I also did, and that was great because of our placement. We were right next to the like assistance dogs or whatever, not shelter dogs. I don't know the word for them, but they help people. What's the word I'm looking for?
Like service dogs.
Yeah, service dogs. I forgot the word service.
Okay.
It's okay. We were right next to the service dogs and right in front of the beer. So people would get a beer, come over, get a koozie, and then pet some dogs, and then go to their seat.
It's heaven.
It was perfect. I was in heaven.
And then watch some baseball.
It was a great night on Saturday. Sunday we made a trek out to Grand Island to see some of Rachel's family, and then just came.
Wait,
home.
you were in Grand Island on Sunday?
I was.
Nice. I went through Grand Island on Sunday. I stopped at a gas station, almost got gas. Then it was $3.59 out there, and I said, "I'm not getting gas out here. I'll wait until I get back to Lincoln."
We stopped at the big Bosselman's in Grand Island.
I did not see that place.
Little ways off the interstate.
Rico, I have to publicly apologize. Kearney's got some spots, man.
I told you.
Kearney's got some really cool spots.
It's a great city.
So I got there probably about 5:30 on Friday. And so I met up a little after 6, actually. Met up with AD because AD was in Kearney for a speaking engagement. Met up with AD. We went to dinner at Cam's on the Lake. Sat outside. It was amazing. I had a delicious chicken bacon ranch quesadilla.
I was in the city when it was first built. I've never been.
Oh my gosh, you're missing out.
Because when they first built it, it like flooded that same like time. Okay. So it was like they couldn't use it for a while.
So I almost had a problem and an issue at Cunningham's because AD ordered a gin and tonic for his drink. Never had a gin and tonic, but that's all he drinks.
That's what a fancy person drinks.
I know, I understand. Well, then I ordered a Crown Apple and Diet Coke.
Crown Apple Diet is much better.
Crown Apple Diet. That's what I ordered. And it took about 15 minutes to get our drinks, which was unusually long. And the manager comes out and goes, "All right, so did somebody order a Crown Apple over here?" And I was like, "Yeah, I did." And she goes, "Did you want the one that's aged for 23 years?" And I said, "No." I said, "Just get the one that was bought yesterday." and she goes, "Okay, good." Because I was going to say it's about $65 for a shot of that 23-year-old one. And I go, nope, did not mean to order that one.
Oh, no.
So they got it typed in wrong. And if I would have gotten the ticket, and I had 2 or 3 of those drinks on Friday, at $65 a pop, I would have been a little mad.
You would have been working.
Little frustrated.
Yeah,
working. So you got some dishes that I need to wash.
Yeah, I'm not paying
to pay for this $200 bill that I'm about to
help with this.
Yeah. So we avoided a catastrophe there.
I bet it would have been real good though.
Oh, I'm sure. I've been like, AD, the best crown apple I've ever had. It tastes like it's been aged 23 years. So yeah, so it was almost a catastrophe, but we got it all sorted out. And shout out to the manager for coming out and being like, you know what, I just want to double check.
The manager looked at
anybody in their right mind would order that.
Nah, the manager looked at the table and just thought, there is no way that this young man.
Well, she was probably like, well, he definitely is. He's ordering the gin and tonic, so there's no way that that guy in athletic shorts and a t-shirts, with just looking on his phone right now is just able to.
Your taste is not that refined.
Nope. But it is crown apple. It's delicious.
I didn't know you aged it 23 years.
I didn't know that there was a 23. That seems real specific.
You know what? I have a crown apple in my house that I haven't opened yet. Maybe I'll wait 23 years.
You should. Yeah, so it was like Crown Apple Golden 23 or something was the official name.
Maybe I should.
And
do I have to like put it in a barrel or something?
I don't know. Then I felt bad because then she yelled at our waitress because it was, now where did you ring this up? And she's like, well, I just searched Crown Apple and I clicked on the first one. And that's what happened.
Why is a 23-year-old the first one?
It's not the most popular.
I guarantee you that not a lot of people are ordering that.
I was a little disappointed. So Gorilla Bear says that you can't age it in glass.
Oh, well,
so you must have to put it in a barrel.
Well, I don't have a barrel.
Well, you can get like one of the small ones.
Can you?
I'm pretty sure. But it is what it is.
Don't lie to me now.
It was an enjoy. But no, I needed to publicly apologize to Kearney. Some super cool spots downtown in Kearney.
On the bricks.
Really cool. Yep. On the bricks.
Not downtown, just the bricks.
Okay, on the bricks. There's a place called Bricks, which is really good. Cunningham's on the bricks. In the bricks.
Just Cunningham's. Cunningham's Journal.
Just Cunningham's was good. The Loft was a cool place. Fanatics was fun. O'Malley's was fun. There were a lot of cool places in Kearney.
It's nice. Just stop by Copperfield's. Get yourself a fishbowl.
Copperfield's, yes.
It's a pickaxe.
On the door. I did not get a fishbowl. We went to Copperfield's and I had a mini root beer.
Oh, okay. They also make really good Moscow mules there.
Yeah, there were a lot of people drinking Moscow mules.
That's kind of their thing. That and the fish bowls. It's very, very tight in there though. When you first walk in, the bar's right there, the chair, the tables are right there. Very tight.
Notorious. Yes, it is tight.
Yeah. And there's a did you go to the second level?
No. We were in there for probably 3 minutes, took 2 drinks, and that was it. Notorious B.I.B. says if AD was buying, you should have gotten the expensive one, Nick. No. AD was not buying. AD did not buy. It's a good thing that I also didn't offer to buy. AD got this like steak with bacon wrapped shrimp. It was unbelievable. It looks so good.
I bet it did.
Oh my gosh, it looks so good.
I bet the wallet wasn't looking.
I'm sure it was too. Well, I don't know. He had 2 speaking engagements on back-to-back days.
Oh, so he was. Oh,
yeah. That's why he was already in
Kearney.
Kearney.
Could have bought Cunningham's.
He should have bought my steak.
He should just buy the whole thing.
Yeah. So
now AD's on. No,
it was good. It looked really good. The bacon wrapped shrimp. I didn't know that was such a thing.
Bacon wrapped shrimp was, okay.
We're done.
Enough with Cunningham's and enough with
Unfortunately, I did not go to Thunderhead Brewery.
Again, this is
Adam. We could talk about Kearney though now.
Yeah, I know it's beautiful. I love that place. This is not the happy hour. This is Adam Carriker on the ticket, so we should get to some not happy hour talk. Even though this is kind of happy hour talk. The Jim Weber tweets out the college football's 2023 all-name team.
First of all,
welcome to July.
I love how we say this is not happy hour. We can't have happy hour talk, and then we instantly go into a topic.
Well, would you want
is designed for the happy hour?
It really is. It really is. We could do either this, or we could talk about Nebraska's latest commit.
You already introduced it,
I did.
So we might as well just go ahead and discuss it.
Yeah, we're going to talk about it. I don't care. Yeah. We'll talk about it on both shows, anyways.
Yes,
it's a great thing that happens. The more unique teams in college football, at least this 2023 team, we have first team offense, first team defense, and then a couple honorable mentions. And Nebraska, who has had one on the in the past on the all-name team. He is no longer on the team, DeColdis Crawford, but he is on the first team offense.
Yeah.
Joined by 2 more wide receivers with the names DeRealist Clark, DeRealist Clark, who attends Defiance College.
Oh, okay.
Didn't know. Okay, I'm going to have to look up Defiance.
That sounds real dangerous.
It really does. Defiance College. And Fat Watts, who is at Tulane. Fat with a PH.
So it's Fat
Watts,
Watts.
not Pahat Watts.
Defiance College is in Defiance, Ohio. It's a private college and affiliated with the United Church of Christ. This campus includes 18 buildings and access to the 200-acre Thoreau Wildlife Sanctuary. How about that? So Defiance College, the one that I saw, and I don't understand how this could ever be just an honorable mention on the defensive side, Meatball Smith.
Sam Houston.
Why on earth is Meatball Smith just an honorable mention?
I don't know. I'm very confused as to why that is. Why that's just honorable mention.
Aju. From
There's
USF.
Some great ones on there. Somebody on the text line mentions Gibson Pyle could be on there just because he has the ultimate offensive line.
Oh,
name.
100%.
I don't know how he's not an honorable mention, along with at least an honorable mention. So some of the offensive linemen on the first
team defense, dude.
Central Arkansas defensive back.
Who wants to name their child dude?
Your last name is Person.
Don't you wonder how these things are going to sound?
Honestly, if I'd be
dude
like
perfect. It reminds me of dude perfect.
I would name my
dude
kids
Person.
So it'd be some
person. SUM though.
Yeah, some
not
person.
SOME.
No, SUM. Some person.
Look at a DB in the transfer portal. Mobility.
Yeah.
MOH.
Bility
is their second name.
Like at some point, and let us know. The Honda of Lincoln hotline, starter name text line 402-464-5689. 45685. If you had a pretty unique last name, such as Bility or
Mo
Watts or Muskrat,
yep.
Would you, and this is hard, like, would you name your child something that just plays off of your last name, or would you actually name your
I don't know.
kid
See,
Nick?
man, there's a few. Well, first of all, don't disrespect Nick. Second of all, there's a future you got to think about. Hi, I'm Mobility.
No, what's your name?
No, that's mine.
No.
Or like somebody from UTSA here, Pig Cage.
Like at some point, you're just like, you have to do a sport because that's the only way that people are going to take you serious.
Yeah. Oh, and Pig Cage makes the tackle.
Because like if your name is Pig Cage and you're like an insurance salesman.
Oh, that's what I was just gonna say. Imagine getting that on a business card and going up to somebody and be like, "Hey, I'm Pig Cage."
Like you had, like you're definitely changing your name to Nick.
Nick. Yeah,
so you can be Nicolas Cage.
We also have a punter from Syracuse, Maximilian von Marburg, which is a great punter name.
I'm sorry, what?
First team special teams for punter, Maximilian von Marburg from Syracuse.
I feel like there should be better ones. That one's just a long name.
Comanche Francisco.
A DB from Charlotte on the honorable mention defense.
New Zealand Williams, a linebacker from San Diego State.
Hot Rod Fitton, a linebacker from South Carolina.
Blazing Logo Wan.
Honestly, this one is a solid not wide receiver name. Stone Handy from Charlotte.
Oh, that is good.
If he was a wide receiver, I don't know if he'd be recruited as a wide receiver. I go, you have stone hands. We're not doing no.
From Virginia, an offensive lineman, Snoop Leota Amama.
Wait, where?
Offensive lineman, honorable mention. Snoop Leota Amama.
Yep. There's some on here that we can't really say.
Yeah, probably not.
Like the Isaiah from Charlotte, the honorable mention offensive lineman.
Unfortunately.
Juice Scruggs.
Penn
State offensive line. Wing Green.
I mean, you can go at Arizona. There's a defensive back, Ephesians Prysock.
Some pretty fantastic names. Now, I did say that there was a Nebraska player on the first team defense. Can anybody? I'm pretty sure it's pretty easy for you to guess who it is. But does anybody have any idea who the first team defense Nebraska player is? Again, this is the all-name team. This isn't All-American. If these were all All-Americans, that would just be wild.
Listen to this. So Ben chimes in and says, I hope Mobility. He spelled it correctly, too.
He did. Great job,
How about that, Ben? M-O-H. Bility. Mobility has a one-way ticket to selling Rascal motorized wheelchairs in his future. That's great. Mobility. Drew and Wahoo got it.
Gorilla Bear. I thought that name would be on there, but it's not. Prince Lumanmielen?
Yeah, nice work. It's starting to come. It's starting to go a little smoother. Yeah.
Not on there. Chief Borders first team all defense linebacker
Chief Borders.
for the all name team, joined by names such as Memorable Factor
From Duke. How do you say the Boston College defensive lineman?
Where's the defense?
Right above it. We're going to stay away from that one.
I'm going to say
Sheeta?
I'm going to say Sitta.
No, there's an H.
I know there is. I'm going to say Sitta.
Okay. There's an H.
That's
though.
what I'm going to say. It's Shitta. I'm going to say Sitta Silla. Sitta Silla.
What about Sheeta Silla?
Yeah, it's still too close.
Okay. I apologize. He's next to Fish McWilliams.
And Octavius Oxendine.
Get the handlebar mustache.
100%.
Octavius. Anybody with Octavius needs a handlebar mustache. This is great. Man.
An unnamed texter from Kansas says, how about Ron Mexico, QB for the Atlanta Falcons? I know he was a pro. Didn't know anybody named Ron Mexico.
I didn't know either. See, and I agree with Drew and Wahoo says Meatball Smith is a Meatball Smith. I don't understand the biggest snub from being first team defense.
Well, okay. Well, he's a defensive lineman. Who for Meatball Smith, who do you take out? Octavius, Fish,
Sheeta,
or Sitta? No, because if we said it right, it'd be funny. Now
it's funny even with
now. These are their real names, as far as I could tell. But it's great. 2023 all name team.
Yeah. So,
but we're going to go to a break now.
Yes.
And when we come back, we're going to talk about the newest commit for Nebraska, Preston Taumua. Correct? That's how we say
yes.
it. Preston Taumua.
Taumua,
the newest commit for Nebraska, 4-star offensive lineman out of the state of Hawaii, the 11th best interior offensive lineman. Oh,
I never knew.
You learn something new every day.
Thanks,
you,
DP. Thank you, DP.
Preston Taumua, 4-star interior offensive lineman, 11th best offensive lineman.
I never knew. DP.
I didn't know that.
That's his alias for travel.
Well, thank you very much for educating us.
Every pro athlete has it.
As an alias. I've heard you talk about every pro athlete has an alias that they use for travel, and that was his. Okay.
Wow. Well, so we can say that. Ron Mexico was Michael Vick's travel alias. Okay.
You learn something new.
Wow. I see. That's a whole foreign world to me.
It really is. We'll be right back on Adam Carriker on the ticket.
You deserve the best. With a Liberty First MasterCard, you can pay down your high-rate debt and could save hundreds when you transfer the balance. The Liberty First Credit Union MasterCard has no balance transfer fees, no advance fees, and no annual fee. And with a fixed rate as low as 9.99% APR and you choose rewards, you'll be able to manage your card your way. Visit libertyfirstcu.com. Rates and terms are based on your credit and subject to change. Federally insured by NCUA. Liberty First Credit Union. Banking with purpose.
Are you working in or looking to get into the electrical construction industry? The electrical workers of Local Union 265 are now hiring licensed journeymen and apprentices and are offering great pay and benefits. Call Mike at 402-875-1034 to apply. Start your electrical career today.
The sweet relief of air conditioning after a hot day in the summer sun. For only $2.88 a day, LES helps power life's special moments and your comfort. Learn more at les.com/value.
If you want all the latest technologies from those big banks, but you also want that hometown feel when you walk in the front doors, choose Midwest Bank. They have top-notch technology. They make banking so easy, and they also have the friendliest staff who will take their time to get to know you and treat you like family. You get the best of both worlds when you choose Midwest Bank. I live on the go, and now I can bank on the go. With Midwest Bank, I have everything I need at my fingertips. I'm volleyball player Allie Batenhorst, and at Midwest Bank, you'll love banking here.
Gaina Trucking is hiring CDL Class A and B drivers. Gaina Trucking guarantees a 40-hour work week year-round, and their strong team culture makes it not a job, but a career. Gaina Trucking offers health, vision, and dental insurance, 401k with company match, an employee assistance program, and other bonus programs. Build a better career today with great team culture at Gaina Trucking. Learn more and apply today at GainaTrucking.com.
Junior Achievement of Lincoln inspires and prepares young people for success. Learn more about the people involved in the organization and the success stories over the years each Thursday from 7 to 8 p.m. for the Junior Achievement Hour on 93.7 The Ticket and theticketfm.com. At Parkview Animal Hospital in Lincoln, it's not just a professional care that sets them apart, but their warm staff and state-of-the-art facilities. Whether it's for a routine checkup or a comprehensive medical procedure, at Parkview, your pet isn't just another number, but a valued member of their caring family. Visit them at pahlincoln.com today and in person just south of 14th and Pine Lake Road. Parkview Animal Hospital, your pet, our passion. For happier, healthier furry friends.
Rashawn Jackson here for Bauer Underground, who has been serving local contractors and utility contractors all across the state since 1997. When you see the black and white trucks, you know the baddest dudes in the business have arrived. Bauer is currently looking for equipment operators, laborers, diesel mechanics, and aerial linemen. Join the brotherhood built on hard work, authentic people, and pedigree of success. Bauer, a family-friendly company who reminds you, go Big Red!
John Henry's Plumbing, Heating and Air.
When it comes to your home or business, we know you have options, and that's why John Henry's Plumbing, Heating, and Air Conditioning gives you just that. Options. We have plumbing, heating, and cooling memberships to serve all of your residential and commercial needs. We want to ensure you, your family, and your business are safe. Visit our website, jhlincoln.com, to find out more or call us at
435-5555. John Henry's Plumbing, Heating and Air.
The Ticket Water Cooler.
Typically, you kind of think of Nebraska as far as in-state recruiting as might not get the skill position players, but you can pepper in some offensive linemen and maybe a linebacker here and there. This class is led by its in-state skill position players now. I mean, you thinking down the line, you could 3 or 4 years from now have Daniel Kalen lining up with Davon Holland, Isaiah McMorris, and now Carter Nelson. Those are all your skill positions.
Keeping the highly talented, highly ranked players that are in the state with you at the home state school is a step in the right direction.
John Henry's Plumbing, Heating and Air.
When it comes to your home or business, we know you have options, and that's why John Henry's Plumbing, Heating, and Air Conditioning gives you just that. Options. We have plumbing, heating, and cooling memberships to serve all of your residential and commercial needs. We want to ensure you, your family, and your business are safe. Visit our website, jhlincoln.com, to find out more or call us at
435-5555. John Henry's Plumbing, Heating and Air.
Hey guys, Jake Sorensen here from Early Break. The garage door at our house has been needing replacement for a couple years, and a few months ago, we finally did something about it. Steve's Garage Doors and Services was great through the whole process in providing options and also going to the next level to get a door that was approved by our HOA. And best of all, the removal of the old door and installation of the new door was done smoothly with no issues. Call Steve's Garage Doors and Services today at 402-480-9462.
Hi, Sean Callahan here for Koppel Chevrolet GMC, and Koppel's big summer sales event is kicking off into high gear with lots of fantastic offers still going on. We've got 0.9% interest rates and trade-in bonuses on select new models. I know it all sounds too good to be true, but yes, 0.9% interest rates right now at Koppel. Also, we're ramping up our back-to-school vehicles, and our pre-owned inventory is filling fast. We've got great new pre-owned and GM-certified units ready to roll, so stop on by the dealership or online at koppelcars.com. You'll be glad you did. All deals with approved credit.
You're listening to Adam Carriker on The Ticket on 93.7 The Ticket and theticketfm.com.
Welcome back to Adam Carriker on The Ticket here on 93.7 The Ticket, theticketfm.com. I am Rico, joined by one Nick Sainert. Rico here to talk about Preston Tauamua, the newest commit to the Nebraska football team, the best player out of the great state of Hawaii, the number 11 interior offensive lineman in the country, and the 207th best recruit in the country. 4-star offensive lineman Preston Tauamua commits to Nebraska over the likes of... Let me make sure I get this right. Well, Arizona, Auburn, and Oregon were the other finalists. Alabama was one of the teams that was offering him, but the 4 finalists for him were Nebraska, Arizona, Auburn, and Oregon. Preston Taumua chooses Nebraska yesterday.
Well, and in fact, so I stayed up until 1 a.m. this morning.
Is that when he announced
to watch it? Because it was 8 p.m. Hawaii time.
So this morning.
1 p.m. or 1 a.m. here in Lincoln. So I stayed up and watched it, and he said on the video that his final 3, he narrowed it down because he originally had 5, where it was Nebraska, Arizona, Auburn, Oregon, and Bama. And then he said on the video that he narrowed it down to 3, and it was Nebraska, Auburn, and Oregon. Now, if you also look at it, Nebraska, in fact, did not get the final visit for Preston. He visited Auburn back on June 16th, visited Nebraska on June 19th, and then to round out his official visits, he went to Oregon on June 23rd. Don't forget also who is on Oregon's staff. Tony Tuioti, former Nebraska assistant, and Nebraska fans know about Tony Tuioti's reach in the Polynesian states and states like Hawaii, right? Because we talked about it while he was here at Nebraska.
It was something that Nebraska could tap into to try and get the Polynesian pipeline.
But also, guess what? Nebraska has somebody that has ties down in Hawaii as well, and that's Donovan Raiola in this case. And with Preston, he knew Ben Scott as well. Daniel Kalin has been peer recruiting Preston pretty hard as well. And that was kind of all a factor. According to Preston Taumua, that is a big factor in his relationship with Donovan Raiola, his previous just connection with Ben Scott, and then also Daniel Kalin kind of jumping on his back and saying, come on, join us in Lincoln here.
Now, Taumua is 6'4", 315 pounds, one of the more highly coveted prospects out of the West in this cycle. And they are likening him to a former 4-star offensive lineman, Penei Sewell, who, as you know, went to Oregon.
And then went to the Detroit Lions.
Is with the Detroit Lions, the number 7 overall pick back in 2021. So to beat Oregon out for somebody who plays the same position as another player who went in the top 10 in the NFL, pretty big get. And that's got to say something for whether you like him or not. Donovan Raiola has been recruiting at a very high level this offseason.
Well, so I'll talk about the size here. So Preston Taumua, I'm not going to attempt to say the city in Hawaii. From Hawaii, Waipahu.
Yep, never mind. Not going to try that.
Anyway, so 6'4", 315 is what 24/7 Sports has him listed at. And if you look at some of the other prospects here on 24/7 as of just top interior offensive lineman recruits, you have 6'3", 285, 6'5", 280, 6'5", 260. The number 1 offensive lineman in the class, DeAndre Carter, is 6'4", 340. But from a size standpoint, not necessarily from a technique, I would assume. From a size standpoint, Preston Taumua is measured next to some of the top guys in this 2024 class at 6'4", 315 pounds. So the size, just on paper, it might jump off and say, all right, he fits in well with the mold. I want to go back to like Nebraska's roster right now and see, just kind of compare size. And
okay.
And
I got it pulled up right here if you want.
Yeah, as great as size is, obviously, and folks know this, you got to figure out a way to get them to produce on Saturdays once they come to Nebraska. And when you look at interior offensive linemen or just offensive linemen in general, Nebraska is still in on Grant Bricks. There's a long shot opportunity for Brandon Baker, who's talking about setting up a fall official visit to Lincoln.
I forget that he's still out there and hasn't committed.
Brandon Baker, a 5-star, the number 1 offensive tackle in the class. Right? Yeah, out of Mater Dei, same high school as Nathaniel Frazier, who's a running back target for Nebraska.
Same high school as DeAndre Carter, who's the number 1 interior offensive lineman.
And not that this matters, same high school as Amon-Ra St. Brown. Anyway, offensive, yeah, I know we're talking 2024 class, but offensive linemen, after it felt like a lot of years of whether it was prioritizing the offensive line group in recruiting or forcing guys that obviously were not ready to play on Saturday's day one. I'm talking Turner Corcoran and Bryce Benhart, really, that probably should not have saw time in their freshman year, despite being highly coveted recruits. when you look at now what Matt Rule and his staff have done, Donovan Raiola gets credit for this as well. You bring in 5 guys on scholarship in the offensive lineman room last year in the 2023 class in your first year here. Gunnar Gatula, Brock Knutson, Sam Sledge, Mason Goldman from Gretna, and then Jason Machichek. Now this year you have the offensive lineman, obviously Preston Tawamua. You have another offensive lineman in Gibson Pyle from Texas, a tackle in Ashton Murphy, and then another interior offensive lineman from Broomfield, Colorado, Landon Davidson. Jake Peters is on that list. It's not necessarily guys that are going to play every Saturday, but what's one big thing that's been missing from the offensive line room is somewhat of quality depth. And are these guys quality depth? That's yet to be determined, but you hope that there's actually being a priority put on beefing up and deepening that offensive line group.
Now, obviously, we're talking about, the technique and the want to and everything outside of size that's going to help these offensive linemen get to the level that everybody, including themselves, wants them to play at. But if you're just looking from a pure size standpoint and you look at Preston Tawamua and you compare him to somebody that is also an interior offensive lineman that's the exact same size, if you're going by 24/7 and the Nebraska roster, Norton Nuili, 6'4", 315 pounds, a guy that everybody is excited for, played very well towards the end 2 seasons ago, missed all of last season with a suspension, and is coming back this season to be whatever, everyone expects him to be a starter at that guard position this upcoming season. And that's a guy that everybody is excited about, and you hear nothing but good things about him because of the way he works and his want to be great.
Well, so the offensive line is going to be interesting this year in my eyes, because you get a big need back in Nuri Nuili, who missed obviously last season, and they needed him. Allowed quite a few sacks and allowed Casey Thompson to kind of get beat up.
That offensive lineman was kind of patchwork regardless.
But so now you bring in Ben Scott, who's probably going to be doing the snapping duties for the offensive line at the center position, and working inside out. It's probably going to be something along the lines of Nuri and Ethan Piper. And then,
Piper's going to Big Ten Media Days.
And I don't want this to come across as disrespectful or taking a shot at it. I was surprised to see Ethan Piper as one of the 3 representatives.
Oh, so was I.
And so maybe that's something that we need to take note of. Maybe it's also not, because once again, there's a lot of just new faces on this team and in some of the rooms. But you would wonder, so Nebraska's 5 oldest on scholarship, 5 oldest offensive linemen are Ben Scott, Nuri Nuili, Ethan Piper, Turner Corcoran, and Bryce Benhart. And Ethan Piper dealt with a little bit of a wrist or arm injury last year. At the beginning of the year, he had a cast on at times. That it didn't necessarily get reported on a whole lot, but it was there. And I don't want to sound lazy when I'm saying this, but Nebraska has an opportunity to have their 5 oldest in terms of scholarship, 5 oldest guys be their starting offensive line this year, which is something that they have not had the ability to do so because there just hasn't been depth.
And so you feel as if Ethan Piper is going to be a starter. He's going to Big Ten Media Days. You've heard nothing but good things. He's, as you said, one of the oldest. But then you look at it at least from my perspective, to me, Turner Corcoran played a lot better inside than he did outside. I don't know if you're going to have Ethan Piper slide out to a tackle and have Turner Corcoran move into a guard, or if you're just going to have Turner Corcoran stay outside at that tackle position. But you do have Bryce Benhart, who, again, you went to practices earlier. You went to, what was it?
Spring
practices, winter practices, whatever. And you said yourself, with your own eyes, Bryce Benhart looks different in terms of his body from last season.
Well, I think what's interesting here, on the outside, on the edge as well, at the tackle positions, you also have Teddy Prohaska, who has been injured. But think about just the luxury of, if you are here a Gunnar Gatula, or you are a Sam Sledge and you just came in, or even for that matter, Jacob Hood, who's a redshirt freshman that comes in from Georgia, the ability to just sit back and learn and develop here at Nebraska has been something that's just not very popular the last few years. And when I talk about this, like Bryce Benhart and Turner Corcoran, probably shouldn't have played day one. They were not ready to play day one, but because of lack of depth and maybe just lack of talent as well, they were thrust into that position.
They were highly touted, but you're right. They were, and I've said it before, and I'll keep saying it. Offensive and defensive line as a true freshman, in my eyes, very hard to play as a true freshman.
Well, how often have we heard, and I was just having the conversations about this over the weekend, like how often have we heard where it was you did not come in and play day one, year one, even at times year two, when Nebraska was winning at the highest rate they've ever been winning at.
You look at Georgia and Alabama, that doesn't happen. People that commit there know I'm going to sit for a year or two before I get my chance. But when I get my chance, we're going to be doing great things.
And maybe, obviously we'll never know the real truth behind this. Maybe there is that universal understanding where Matt Rule goes or Donovan Ryle is going to Gunnar Gatula, Brock Knutson, Sam Sledge, Mason Goldman, and Jason Machichek. And now the guys that they're bringing in this year and saying, you're not playing year one. And let's just get that out of the way. You're not playing year one. And there's this universal understanding, right? Because transparency is going to obviously benefit them in this case, as it did with the recruitment of Daniel Kalin, right? While they were trying to go after Dylan Raiola. So
you're not playing unless you're a freak or unless injuries happen.
Well, Nebraska's not getting those guys.
No.
Nebraska's not getting the guys that's 5 stars and ready to go. And as we've seen from Turner Corcoran, who was a fringe 5-star, he was a top 60 player out of Kansas coming out of high school. Even those guys aren't always ready to play at the Big Ten level. And so what I think is interesting is Nebraska, as I'm looking at this scholarship breakdown, you have Bryce Benhart, who's a redshirt junior, Turner Corcoran, Ethan Piper, who's a redshirt junior, Nuri, and then the Arizona State transfer, Ben Scott. Teddy Prohaska has played 2 years, been injured 2 years, had to be closed down for the rest of the year at some point, both seasons, because of injuries. You have Henry Latovsky from the state of Iowa that hasn't really seen the field a whole lot, but has been sitting and hopefully improving over the last couple of years, who's now a redshirt sophomore. Some of these guys have slowly started to become in the program a little bit more, and you hope that not only the first 5 can at least protect the quarterback and open up some holes, but you also have a couple guys behind him where if a Bryce Benhart goes down, or if a Turner Corcoran goes down, or a Nuri, or even a Ben Scott, there's that plug and play where it's not this dramatic drop off.
You've got Justin Evans Jenkins sitting in the wings waiting, who's made vast improvements, at least from what we've heard. I don't want to leave on this, but I'm kind of just going to throw it out there. Teddy Prohaska is listed as 6'10".
Yeah.
Is there a point
where
you get too tall?
Well, if there is, he's too tall.
6'10".
6'10"
for a tackle. That's huge.
Yeah, 6'10". Big Daddy Travis says, "I'm so ready for Husker football. Go Big Red." We're less than 50 days away. 50 days away. Are
we in the 40s yet?
Yeah, I believe so, because I think Friday was 50 days away. Which, by the way, that week leading up to, and we're going to have a lot of volleyball talk here in the 1 o'clock hour.
Yes.
But that week leading up to the Husker football game at Minnesota, there's going to be so many emotions just with, first of all, that we're going to be cutting it close moving into our new studio there.
I think we're going to be there.
That's why it's going to be electric, number one, because we're going to be coming at you from the new studio. Number two, you have Volleyball Day in Nebraska, which is going to be a historic event across
August
all
30th.
sport, nationally, globally, whatever you want to call it. And then the very next day, there's no days off after that, because then the very next day, Nebraska travels to Minnesota, and then it's more college football on Saturday. And I'm sure preseason NFL is sprinkled in there as well.
But also the most important part of those couple of days, the most important part of that week,
Scotty McCreery concert.
KJ's second birthday.
KJ.
KJ turns 2.
Not Scotty McCreery.
No, definitely not Scotty McCreery.
Scotty McCreery.
100% not Scotty McCreery. KJ's second birthday, August 30th.
There you go.
That's what every and anybody should be celebrating.
Corn Stash thanks for this. Corn Stash helps us out. It says 44 days, 11 hours until August 31st.
Thank you, Corn Stash. I would like for you to let us know at the beginning of the happy hour every day. I know this isn't the happy hour. I know this is Adam Carriker on the ticket, but I'm just letting you know. The beginning of the happy hour at 1 o'clock every day, if you could let us know how many days and hours until August 31st. Thank you. Please and thank you.
I appreciate that.
I appreciate that. We're going to go to our final break here on Adam Carriker on The Ticket. You're listening on 93.7 The Ticket, theticketfm.com.
John Henry's Plumbing.
When it comes to your home or business options, and that's why John Henry's Plumbing, Heating, and Air Conditioning gives you just that, options. We have plumbing, heating, and cooling memberships to serve all of your residential and commercial needs. We want to ensure you, your family, and your business are safe. Visit our website, jhlincoln.com, to find out more or call us at
435-5555. John Henry's Plumbing, Heating, and Air.
Hey guys, Jake Sorensen here from Early Break. The garage door at our house has been needing replacement for a couple years, and a few months ago, we finally did something about it. Steve's Garage Doors and Services was great through the whole process in providing options and also going to the next level to get a door that was approved by our HOA. And best of all, the removal of the old door and installation of the new door was done smoothly with no issues. Call Steve's Garage Doors and Services today at 402-480-9462.
Arnold's Tavern in Havelock is the place to be this summer and the best place in town for shuffleboard. Come on Wednesdays and learn from some of the best players in town for the Shuffleboard Corner. Come on Sundays for Open House League all day starting at 11 a.m. and enjoy $3 tall boys and $3 wells. Shake off the start to the work week with karaoke on Monday nights. And don't forget, happy hour is every day from 3 to 6 p.m. and you are always welcome to bring in your own food. Arnold's Tavern in the heart of Havelock.
We have two boys, so we needed more space. We lived in a townhouse, so we decided to build.
Casey Bowman and her husband Joe built their first home with us. This is Bob Benish of Aspen Builders. Working with the Bowmans was fantastic.
After the first meeting, we really liked them as people.
I was really skeptical about the whole building process, more so than Joe was. If there were problems or issues along the way, they called and explained everything. They just really helped ease my mind.
They were really good about giving us options as far as what fit in the budget, what didn't fit in the budget. They have a designer, Rachel.
She was amazing. She was very helpful in making sure that our house turned out good. I wouldn't change anything. I wouldn't change the lot. I wouldn't change colors. I love everything about it. Everything. It's perfect for us.
Like the Bowmans, you too can make your dream home a reality. Call us at 423-6811 or online at aspenbuildersinc.com. Your home is waiting at Aspen Builders.
H&H Roofing, established in 2015, is proud to serve the local area, which includes the tri-state area in Nebraska, Iowa, and South Dakota. H&H Roofing has a professional team that are licensed and bonded, GAF Master Certified Installers, and an insurance-preferred contractor that will work directly with your insurance company. Also a leading roofer, siding, and gutter specialist. H&H Roofing will service all residential, commercial, and agricultural needs. Go to hnhroofs.com for more information or call 402-359-2546.
Sunday morning. It's quiet, not in a weird, too quiet way. Calm, peaceful, tranquil. You pour yourself that cup of coffee. You slice yourself a hearty chunk of one of Beatrice Bakery's breakfast breads. Now, maybe you're an apple streusel guy. Nothing wrong with that. I can respect that. Personally, I'm a turtle nut man. Something about those pecans. But the real ones know, don't sleep on that date nut bread. Sweet, but not too sweet. Nutty, not overly. The perfect morning treat. Beatrice Bakery. Online at beatricebakery.com. Welcome to our world of yum.
The sweet relief of air conditioning after a hot day in the summer sun. For only $2.88 a day, LES helps power life's special moments and your comfort. Learn more at les.com/value.
Sandhills Global is hiring. Check out sandhills.jobs for more information. Sandhills is looking to fill hundreds of new openings in sales, traveling support, software development, web design, and more. Sandhills has a professional culture and is fast-paced with a focus on growth, innovation, and leading-edge technologies. Career and internship opportunities are available at our global headquarters in Lincoln, Nebraska. Apply today at sandhills.jobs.
If you want all the latest technologies from those big banks, but you also want that hometown feel when you walk in the front doors, choose Midwest Bank. They have top-notch technology. They make banking so easy, and they also have the friendliest staff who will take their time to get to know you and treat you like family. You get the best of both worlds when you choose Midwest Bank. I live on the go, and now I can bank on the go. With Midwest Bank, I have everything I need at my fingertips. I'm volleyball player Allie Batenhorst, and at Midwest Bank, you'll love banking here.
At Parkview Animal Hospital in Lincoln, it's not just a professional care that sets them apart, but their warm staff and state-of-the-art facilities. Whether it's for a routine checkup or a comprehensive medical procedure, at Parkview, your pet isn't just another number, but a valued member of their caring family. Visit them at pahlincoln.com today and in person just south of 14th and Pine Lake Road. Parkview Animal Hospital, your pet, our passion. For happier, healthier furry friends. Junior Achievement of Lincoln inspires and prepares young people for success. Learn more about the people involved in the organization and the success stories over the years each Thursday from 7 to 8 p.m. for the Junior Achievement Hour on 93.7 The Ticket and theticketfm.com.
93.7 The Ticket, Fox, KFXL weather. Brought to you by Bryant Air Conditioning, Heating, Electrical, and Plumbing.
Your Lincoln forecast for today will see a slight chance of storms this morning, otherwise mainly sunny skies for today. We'll see a high around 85. Tonight we'll see an overnight chance of showers and storms with a low of around 65. And tomorrow we'll see a continued chance of more showers and storms with a high around 84. Meteorologist Kyle Kleck for 93.7 The Ticket and theticketfm.com.
You're listening to Adam Carriker on The Ticket on 93.7 The Ticket and theticketfm.com.
Kind of mad that I used this for his.
Yeah, this gets you a little.
I said that with the esports guys the other day.
Oh yeah,
yeah, because there was a couple songs on there that I was like, man, this is really good.
That esports show, real interesting.
It is.
They're fascinating.
They start talking about things, and I'm just like, yeah, I know video games.
You were like, I thought I knew video games.
I know they're talking about League of Legends. I've never touched League of Legends. I've watched it plenty of times.
Yeah.
It looks super fun. Also looks very complicated because they're like, oh yeah, the strats and you have to, if you lose the middle and if you do this and you do that, and I go, huh?
I don't even know what it looks like in game. It looks
complicated.
Complicated.
There's a lot of stuff going on.
Yeah, it looks real difficult.
And they're like,
I know it's real
this and
popular.
this, and I'm
I know it's real popular in the esports world.
Oh yeah, huge,
But-
massive tournaments.
Yeah.
A lot of prize money.
A lot of prize money.
Yeah,
I don't know. I'm
People
getting
go
back
pro at
into
like 16.
I'm getting back into the Grand Theft Auto days. So
They were talking about
that's all
some
I've
guy.
been doing.
Some guy, I can't remember the name. I'll have to clip it. Some guy is going pro, or he went pro. He's been pro for 5 years, but now he's going back to college. He's going to Maryville, and
Kansas.
Yeah, he's 22.
Oh, wow.
He's 22 years old. Apparently, Maryville's really good at on the esports scene.
Yep.
But he's like 22 years old, and he's going back. He's going to college because he hasn't been to college because he's been a pro. But they're not sure if he's going to play or if he's going to coach. I'm like, if he plays, like, is that unfair? Because there's no rules against it, like in the physical sports, where if you go pro, if you go to the NBA, you can't go back to college basketball. If you go to the NFL,
Yeah.
you can't go back to college football. But in esports, they don't have that. So you go pro at 16 or whatever. You play for a couple of years, and then you're just like, you know what? I want to go to college, and you could play for the team. I'm guessing.
So the highest overall earning esports player, according to esportsearnings.com, is No Tail. He is from Switzerland. And do you know what Dota 2 is?
That is a game.
Yeah, have you heard of it?
I have.
So Dota 2.
I think Z really likes it.
They have given away $319 million strictly from Dota 2.
Yeah, that checks out.
That's insane. The top 21. So there's the top earning American comes in at number 22. Booga.
He plays Fortnite.
$3.5 million in career earnings.
He won a big Fortnite tournament when he was like 16 or 17. He was still like a teenager, and he won over guys like Ninja, Tapman, and Dr. Lupo and all them.
But get this. So 37 out of the top 38 top earning esports all play that Dota 2. So maybe Dota 2 is the way to go.
Well, because it's a lot of it's games that are kind of popular here in the States,
okay,
but for the most part are a lot bigger overseas.
There's a couple Fortnite, Counter-Strike Global Offensive.
That's a big one too.
League of Legends comes in at 82nd. Faker from China.
Yeah, he's one of the most popular.
Or maybe that's Japan's flag. That's Japan's flag.
He's one of the most popular.
Call of Duty here in America, 1.4 million. Interesting. A lot of Dota 2 though. Never even heard of it.
You have to look it up.
I need to watch it. I need to play Dota 2.
Well, I don't know about play, but
See,
you have to look it up.
I do wonder if Dota 2 is like available on like the PlayStation Store.
It is not.
It is not.
It is not. It's PC.
It's PC.
Most.
That's
if not
what's-
all of these are PC.
That's what's rough is a lot of these top players are like PC players.
Yeah.
And I would love, and we could probably arrange this, come in and have like a ticket tournament. We've talked about that a lot.
Like on PC or on
on PlayStation.
Oh, okay.
You and I play MLB, NBA, Madden.
All the games.
Yeah, MLB, NBA, Madden.
Call of Duty.
We could play like a 1v1 on
1v1
Call of
me,
Duty.
bro.
Yeah, that's fine. We could do like a
On
sniper
Rust.
battle. And then I don't know. I feel like we have to throw the college football game in there just because.
Whenever it comes out. I have NCAA 14. I'll bring the PS3.
Okay, perfect. See, we can figure this out. I feel like we could stream it, and that would be interesting. It'd be interesting to hear you and I.
Oh yeah,
going back and forth.
We'd figure it all out. We
So.
bring in some of the esports folks, maybe some
FIFA?
other athletes.
Do you play FIFA?
I used to play FIFA all the time. I haven't
Man,
played in it.
FIFA's
years.
a blast. NHL is also really fun. There's a lot of just go through all the sports games. That's all we really need to do.
Yeah, we'll figure it all out. But that's gonna do it here for Adam Carriker on the ticket. Sans Adam Carriker. He will be back next week. Do not fear. He's still here. He will be back next week. But up next, the happy hour with Nick and myself, 1:30. Gina Mancuso-Prasowski will be on to talk about the Nebraska pro volleyball team, her journey to it, and everything in between. So stick around. Happy hour up next.
Hey guys, drop out. Steve's Garage Stores and Services was a door that was approved by our HOA. The removal of the old door and installation of the new door was done smoothly with no issues. Call Steve's Garage Doors and Services today at 402-480-9462.
This is Lincoln's home for sports talk on the FM dial. The home of Kansas City Royals baseball. KNTK FM Firth, 93.7 The Ticket.
Rashawn Jackson here for Bauer Underground, who has been serving local contractors and utility contractors all across the state since 1997. When you see the black and white trucks, you know the baddest dudes in the business have arrived. Bauer is currently looking for equipment operators, laborers, diesel mechanics, and aerial linemen. Join the brotherhood built on hard work, authentic people, and pedigree of success. Bauer, a family-friendly company who reminds you, don't be red.
You've driven by GE Landscape Supply countless times, likely without even knowing, at 6701 Cornhusker Highway. Now it's time to stop in. GE Landscape Supply sells to homeowners and contractors with a vast selection of landscaping and construction materials. They sell in bulk to save you money, and you can buy anything from a 5-gallon bucket to a semi-load. And don't forget, they deliver anywhere. Stop by 6701 Cornhusker Highway from 7 a.m. to 6 p.m. Monday to Friday, and 7 a.m. to 4 p.m. on Saturdays. Go to GELandscapesupply.com for more info or call 402-467-1627.
Hi, Sean Callahan here for Koppel Chevrolet GMC, and Koppel's big summer sales event is kicking off into high gear with lots of fantastic offers still going on. We got 0.9% interest rate and trade-in bonuses on select new models. I know it all sounds too good to be true, but yes, 0.9%. It's right. So we're ramping up back to school vehicles, and our pre-owned inventory is filling fast. We've got GM certified ready to roll.